Hello. We're going to paint our bridge today, and a couple of things we need to think about is first, do we have all our supplies? So I have a paintbrush, my paints, I have my cup of water, I have a piece of paper towel to wipe my brush and to pick up any messes. I also have finished drawing my bridge and have traced over all the lines with permanent marker. Okay, so now I'm going to paint. So we talked about warm colors and cool colors. So my warm colors are yellow, orange, red. My cool colors are green, blue, and purple. And then I have two colors down here. I have neutral colors. My neutral colors are brown, black, and I also have white. And when you do watercolors, the white is your no paint areas, wherever you do not paint. Those are your three neutrals. And any mixing of those, so gray, light brown, dark brown, all those are neutrals. Okay, so when I paint, I'm going to make sure I only paint on areas that are dry and that are next to dry areas. Because in watercolors, if you paint next to a wet area, it ends up bleeding all together and making a mess of your painting. So for this one today, I think I'm going to start with the sky. So one method I like to do for a sky is get my paper wet before I put paint down, especially on a sky, because I want the sky colors to kind of all blend together, and if your paper's wet, it works better. Now, your final drawing should be on heavier paper than like copy machine paper. A heavy drawing paper is good. You want a paper that can handle getting wet. This is watercolor paper. Okay, so now I have that all wet. Now I have to decide, is my sky going to be during the day? Am I doing the sunset or sunrise? What kind of sky do I want? So I think I'm going to go with a sky that's on the blue side. And this tray, the lid of my tray, is a great place to mix colors. Because I don't want just the blue for my sky. I want some other colors too. I want a little purple in there. I might have some clouds after I get a good color. So if I put a little green into my blue, it'll be more like a sky blue. Just a little bit, not too crazy. Because I don't want blue-green, but I do want just a little different blue. So I'm going to start painting my sky. And see, with all that water, I'm going to have really light areas, and I'm going to have much darker areas. If I want to have some clouds, I'm not going to paint in that area, because the clouds are going to be a white area. And like I said, with watercolors, white is a no paint area. You can't make white with your watercolors. I'm going to be careful with my bridge area, because my bridge, I do not want blue. I think I'm going to do a neutral of grays on my bridge. So I'm going to fill in this part. So now I kind of have my sky going. I'm going to take a little darker blue and put a little darker blue in different areas. Just like you see kind of that darker color sometimes right underneath the clouds on the edge. So I'm just going to kind of filter that in every once in a while. Okay, now, if I have all this in, then I can decide, okay, there's my sky. Now I have to kind of decide what I'm going to do with my water that's going to be under the bridge, and what I'm going to do with my bridge. Now I can't paint my bridge area, because my bridge is right next to my sky. And if I start painting this bridge area now, it's going to go bleeding into my sky, and I don't want that to happen. I need a little more blue there. Okay, so now I have my sky. I'm going to do something different with my bridge, I think. I think I'm going to streak some colors into it. So my water is going to be a darker blue. So I'm going to take some purple and get my purple going to get a darker blue. And then I might add some black into that too. Okay. So another thing I could do, if I'm going to do my sky or my water blue too, I could even make my bridge a warm color. So I haven't decided that yet. So I think I'm going to work on my water, and then I can make that choice later. So with my water, I want my water to look like water. So I'm going to create some lines in it so that it is looking more like water. And then I'm going to take other colors of paint and put it in there. I also can decide if I want a little green streaks in there to make it look more like water. So, and it's kind of a different movement because I'm like trying to make it look like water in the sense that how water kind of moves along a surface. So I'm going to keep adding that and get my water done. So now the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking, well, maybe I don't want a gray bridge. Maybe I want my bridge to be warm colors so it'll stand out. But I won't be able to do that until my water is all dry. So I'm going to stop it right here and finish my water, and then you guys will see me do the bridge in a little bit.